So welcome back everyone in learning the data. Today we are going to learn how the scatter plot work and why we use and the scatter plot and which kind of scenario and which kind of case we can deploy our scatter plot in Power BI. So as you see in front of us we have some scatter plot deploying some demonstrating the relationship between the number of rating given to an app store and and with respect to the review given. Let's say if some app given to 5 number rating and what is the number of review, around 1000 people have reviewed rating it. So it is showing the relationship between these two component of app store data. So now we we will start how we have created this scatter plot in Power BI. First of all, for creating the Power BI in scatter plot in Power BI, we have to prepare some data to put in the visualization pane. In visualization pane, you can see here the values. The value is nothing but is the based data, or we can say category, on which we are performing the bivariant analysis. This is a this scatter plot is used for the bivariant analysis especially, and identify the relationship between these between two variables. So let's jump to the our data model. Here is the our data set of Play Store data, and this is the category, and this is the listing of the apps in data. Let's say video chat live advice is category belongs to the rating, and then what is the rating given to that app, and number of the reviews, and how many times it is installed, is it whether it is free or paid, what is the price of this app, and content rating means is it viable, it is applicable to everyone, or it is for only children or teen or unrated. This is the content rating. And then further coming to the data, we have a general. Let's say it belongs to the dating app, and last update, what is the last update of this app, what is the current version is for this app. So this kind of data we have. Now by looking this data, we just want to know which app is having a good response and having impression among the people. So we have select this variable. This is the thing where it's a rating of an app, and second variable we have picked up is a review. Review means how many people and how many times it is reviewed, or people put comment or given rating to it. So this is the two variable we have used, and on which we are using based on the category. So let's start. First of all, this is our visualization pane, and we have to find out the visual for scatter plot, and here the scatter plot visual we have to just click. Now comes to the values. Values means it's some categorical variable we have to put drag and drop here. So as we discussed that we can drag and drop the category variable. Now based on the category we have to identify the average review, because the rating, this is a category variable, and we can find out the average or some of the rating here. So average rating will be a perfect one, so we have to just drag and drop here, and it will take the sum of rating by default, so we can just change to the average. Now for set for second variable we can drag and drop in y-axis also, because y-axis for rating it will be more suitable. Now we can drag and drop the review, and same we can just change to the average. This is the rough uh, plotting of the scatter plot, and we can see here the average rating. When the average rating is increases, the very few people is given the more rating, and when the number of reviews increases, the on average rating is on an average above the 3.5 rating. So we can jump to the conclusion that when the number of reviews increases, it is optimize the rating, and it is obviously higher the rating above the 3.5. So this is all scatter plot. Now we can have some formatting tips for how the scatter plot is formatted. Let's say now we can we have a legend field, and in legend field we can just drag and drop the some legend. Let's say broad general we have created. So by drag and drop we have a list of general. Let's say communication is given to the blue color, so we can identify that whenever the blue color is here. Let's say by putting the cursor over the bubble, we have a category game. Broad genre is games. Around average reviews is 9 9,58,000, and our average rating of this is 4.4. And here we have also size column. We can also analyze that how many what is the volume of particular bubble, and what is the overall volume of the scatter plot. So we can have also some numerical variable for this. Let's say we have a number of installs, so we can just drag and drop the number of installs here, and now we can see the size of bubble is increased or decreased according to the number of installs. Let's say the higher the bubble size is, demonstrate the how many times it is this app or overall like this category is installed. But the sum of install is not perfect one. We have to switch to the average. Now you can see the on an average we can find out the, let's say whatever the highest, the biggest bubble we can see here is this one. And so if we conclude this, that we have a category communication, and around average 3.5 rating is given to the this category, and highest with the highest number of installation. So this is all about the scatter plot. Again we can do some formatting also. Let's say we can just turn off the legend, so we have just a color coding of the legend only, and by putting the cursor over the bubble or hover over the bubble, we have a detailing about the general. And also we have a we can just turn off the this grid lines showing in the background. By turning off the grid line, we have a grid line option, and just switch to the off. This is the horizontal grid line we have turned off, and now we can also turn off the vertical grid line. So this is looks better. And also you see here the title of the scatter plot is some messy, showing the messy around. We can just turn off the title, or we can just modify the title. Let's say, and obviously we can formatting the our title also like other visual. So this is all about the basic of the scatter plot. For more detail we will try to cover in our next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel